Today in The Sims 4, we will be reviewing the new expansion pack, Adventure Awaits. Now, I do apologise if this is a few days out after the release of it, but I am probably, by the time you're seeing this video, knee-deep in boxes, debating whether or not the stress of moving is actually worth it. Yes, I am moving house, which is why uploads this week have been a little bit sparse in some ways. Mainly due to the fact that obviously everything you need to do up to, during, and after moving, so I do apologise as well if videos next week are a bit sparse too, so just bear with me whilst I am dealing with moving. But anyway, we do have Riri here, classic Riri, and we also have mini Riri as well, and our little Kia, which if you haven't seen the Forever Friends event that's currently going on, I have been playing through it on here, so come and check it out. You can see us adopt Kia. But let's check out the traits. So one of them is competitive. So competitive Sims have to be the best at anything they put their sweaty focus on, especially games and physical activities. They're all about winning, so they take losing really personally. Depending on how they manage their competitive spirit, these Sims can either become an inspiration for Sim excellence or bask in the toxic pits of the abyss and become the ultimate sore loser. Oh wow, this is the only trait for adults. So we will just, I tell you what, if she's meant to be competitive, we'll make her active. And we'll also do it that she loves the outdoors maybe. Are there any new? Oh, there's a nature one. Let's have a look. Critter Hunter. This sim wants to explore the rich worlds of butterflies and fish to learn all they can about critters. Nice. But let's take a look to see what we have going on with other CAS items. So we have a few new hairs. We've got this one, a long braid. Oh, we saw this one in the gameplay trailer where she was doing the archery. Oh, I like that one. A lot of braids, a lot of hair tied back. Obviously, you're going to be out and about in the wilderness. I like in adventure is what I was going to say. And obviously, you don't necessarily want to have hair all in your face. I tell you what, I think I'm going to go with this one for Riri. It suits her quite well. Do we have any new headwear? We do. We have the jellyfish. What looks like, I almost said like a horse riding cap. And then this one as well, which obviously is a swim cap, but we'll leave that off for now. Some new accessories. Do we have any new accessories? Oh, we have some earrings. Oh, these are they're clips. I can't remember the actual name of them, but they are clips. Oh, those are pretty. That's tied by the looks of things. We'll give her these ones. What colours do they come in? Oh, some quite nice colours actually. I'm going to make them purple for the minute. We have some new extreme sports glasses, what I would call extreme sports sunglasses. Do we have any necklaces? Oh, is that a whistle? It is. It's a whistle. I tell you what, we'll put the whistle on as well. Oh, it does come in some different colours. Okay, so a few different swatches, which is good. What about makeup? Is there anything? I can't imagine there would be much for it because obviously, yeah, you're not exactly going to want to be wearing a ton of makeup as well. Yeah, no makeup, which is perfectly fine. So we'll leave her as she is. But let's check out what she can wear. Let's take a look. So we have, oh, I like that. Comes in quite a few different swatches as well. Oh, that's pretty. This, I assume, is a swimsuit. Let me take the shoes off of her. It looks really weird. Oh, that's nice. Okay. We have this one as well. Oh, it goes with the earrings. Do we have a purple? We do. Okay. Jumper dress. That's nice. And then, ooh, new swimming costume. Let's take a look at full body. So we do have a few, it's all like cozy wear that you would want to be sort of when you're out and about. Maybe you're on a hike or something, or just to and from the gym. Oh, I like these. Quite a nice simple top. Oh, that's nice. I know I'm saying, oh, that's nice to most of this, but I like to be cozy and comfortable in what I wear. Oh, that you could probably get away with using it as like a swim top, like a bikini top. Oh, this will be the camp counselor t-shirts. And then we have this one here, like sportswear. Oh, this reminds me of like an old like supermarket top. This one is almost kind of retro to me. It feels kind of like an older man's top, if that makes sense. Yep, this I would probably class as like a camp counselor thing again. Nice. Okay, again, you could use that as a swim top. A nice gym top going on. Well, that coat's quite nice. And again, it looks like, yes, it is another life jacket. Let's just take a look at the trousers section, or bottoms section even, see what it comes up with. Okay, sorry, Ree, I need to take your top off. So we have some shorts going on over here. We also have, ooh, they're quite nice. Some jeans, cargo trousers, or what I would call cargo trousers. Yoga trousers, or yoga pants if you want. Some more, and they look like, I don't know if anybody remembers these, the ones that you can unzip at the knee. It would either be above or below the knee, but it looks like ones that you can unzip. And again, some more yoga or just like gym wear. Ooh, that's quite cute. And you got the shorts on underneath as well. And then a longer skirt and some shorts, some more cargo trousers, and oh, they're okay. They're not too bad. Should we have a look at formal? I can't imagine. No formal. So obviously this is all your athletic wear that you would want, like we saw before. Some sleep, obviously no sleep. No party, obviously wait, there's no swimwear. What about full body? Okay, yeah, it would be these that you would use. Hot weather, so you would have these as hot weather outfits. Also, again, the tops. I didn't know if there was anything specific for it. And then cold weather, obviously nothing for cold weather, but you could use the jacket that we found. So you could use this one, for instance. I guess you could get away with using these. Shall we take a look to see what they've got for toddler? Oh, look. Cute little apple. Oh, nice. Kind of like tie-dye. The chicken again. I'm assuming it's a chicken. I could be really wrong. A duck of some sorts. A bird of some sorts, I should say. Okay. So like a lot of sort of blocky colours, which is nice. And then we have this one as well. What do we have for bottoms? Oh, some little cargo trousers and some sort of different pattern colours shorts as well. What do we have for full body? Okay. Oh, wow. Yep, a little duck. I love it. Do we have anything in particular? Not really. Swim for them? No. Hot weather and obviously cold weather. Okay, hair. Let's take a look at hair quickly whilst we're here. I didn't even look at shoes. Oh, wow. Okay. That's different. I like it. And then obviously this one. So you had this one as an adult and this one, but this one is specifically for toddlers themselves, which is fair enough. And yes, I didn't look at shoes. So let's look at everyday shoes. Ah, some nice little trainers. What I would call like sports trainers. I would assume that this is like mesh, like breathable mesh. But anyway, Riri, let's make you a young adult again. Hi, welcome back. Should we have a look at the shoes quick? Oh, some nice hiking boots. Again. Oh, no. Are these? No. I thought they were going to be like the swim shoes that you can get. Then we've got some trainers going on, which look quite nice. And then some slip-ons. But let's also then take a look at the kids, because this is obviously what we are here for. They have the competitive trait too. Seems as though that's the only one that they have. What about aspirations? Oh, there's a new social aspiration. Cool kid on the block. This sim wants to be known as the coolest kid in the neighborhood. Okay, so one new trait, one new aspiration. Let's take a look at your hairs quickly. I would imagine, yep, same hair. This one, same as the toddlers, same as the adults, same as the adults. Again, the same, and same, which isn't bad. Should we give you these ones, these braids? And then anything in, yes, okay. Oh, they have their own one though. This will obviously be for when they're at the camp. And yeah, same again as the adults. Any accessories for them? Nope. And I can't imagine any makeup. No. Okay. So full body. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like that. Nice and simple. And this you could get away with using as like a swimsuit, I would say, and the same as the adults. So actually it's quite nice that they get their own thing. But should we take a look at tops? Ah, not as many as the adults, which, considering it's a pack focusing on kids and playtime and going to summer camp, if you like. Okay. Then we have the top, which is the same as the camp counselor top. We've got this one, which I don't think the adults have. That's quite nice. We've got a little sort of tank top going on. And again, a life jacket, jumper. Quite simple, but actually I quite like that. That's quite pretty. And then we have this top going on over here as well. Let's take a look at bottoms. Some, again, what I probably class as like cargo shorts. Again, the same as the adults. And then this skirt as well. So I think these are the only ones that are different. Let's have a look at shoes. Oh, okay, yep, same. Actually, these are the same ones as the toddlers. And these are the same ones as the adults, okay? Let's have a look at accessories. Let's take a look. Oh, that's quite cute. Let me just make sure that this is the only thing. Oh, okay, you get unlockables as well. Oh, nice. So when you reach archery, oh, these. So I don't know if you remember, but in the gameplay trailer, you saw a child doing archery that had the special kind of thing on the arm and the special sort of glove. But there we go. That one's that. That one's that. Should we have a look for anything? None in formal, fair enough. None in sleeve. No, none in athletics. It's because I was on full body. But there we go. Okay, so athletics, same again. Same again. Sleep. I guess you could use these for sleep. Party. Okay, they only really class the jumper for party. That's fine. Swimwear. Oh, that's a shame. They only have the life jacket, which I guess if the idea of them is going away to camp, that they will need this to keep themselves obviously safe if they go canoeing or something. And then hot weather, as we've seen, and cold weather, as we've seen. And also, we'll just check out males as well and see the makeup that he's got. But let's just check this out. Okay, so that's a different one. That's the same. That's the same. That's the same. That's different. No, this one is different. This one's different for males. And that one's the same. Is there any in here? Oh, flower power. I love it. Mutton chops. And a... I'm not going to say it. But 80s. 80s, corn stash. Yes, corn stash. Sweet corn, alright? Sweet corn. Any hats for them? That's weird. Why are there no hats? Oh, okay, yeah, there is. Same as before. Any accessories? Nope. And obviously makeup, you're not going to. Let's have a look every day. So, oh, there we go. Just taken the hair off. Okay, so this, I think is the same. That's a bit different. Oh, this is different for them. Oh, that's nice. That's different for them. Coat, that is different. Okay, so a few different things, but some that are obviously the same that we've seen before. Okay, that's the same. And then, yes, it does look like. So there are a few different items for men. What about bottom halves? Okay, we've seen those, I believe. Those are new. We've seen those and that and that. I'm sorry. I know I'm very quickly going through this, but let's face it, majority of the time we know that unfortunately for male Sims in the Sims 4, they do get a little bit left behind. But yeah, we have seen most of these. There are a few different ones. This one's different. And then the jorts are different as well. Do we have any accessories? Again, same as before, especially for the children. And then the same shoes, same trainers. Let's take a look at full body. Oh, that's different. That's like park ranger to me. Swimming. And then this is the full one that we saw with the shorts with this on it. And then what do we have here? Requires successfully turning a pretty pegacorn imaginary friend into a real sim. Oh. Oh, okay. Obviously, there's not going to be a lot for formal wear. Athletic, obviously we've seen all these. Sleepwear, again, same thing. Swimwear is only this. Party, obviously we've seen. Hot weather we've seen. And cold weather, obviously all the jackets and things. But yeah, shall we turn you back to Riri? Female Riri. And just to show you guys, we have socks. New socks. These are the ones that came with, if you pre-order it, the Toasty Tootsie socks. And these are just standard socks that we have going on, obviously in a variety of different colours. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a bit of a makeover, and then we'll jump in and see the world and build buy mode. Okay, we are made over. We have Riri's everyday. We have her athletic. Obviously, I'm not going to show you some of these because they are just the same as before. But we have her swimwear, her hot weather, and her cold weather look. And then for Mini Ree, she looks so adorable in this. But again, I won't be showing you all of her outfits because we've seen most of them before. There's obviously not a lot for things like formal and whatnot. But here is her athletic. Doesn't she look adorable? And then for swimwear, they didn't really have a lot. And I don't like... Oh, the red's quite nice actually. But yeah, there's a few different swatches. I'm not sure about this one. And then we do have her hot weather going on over here. And then also her cold weather. They don't have any trousers for kids, which is a bit weird, but it's fine, it's fine. But yeah, let's jump in and see the new world. So the new world is called Gibby Point. I like the bird over here, but it says, it's been many years since Gibby Point experienced the Great Wave, a seismic event that swept through and helped carve out unique landmarks and created lush flora and fauna, the likes of which many Sims had never expected to see. Once a part of a jellyfish processing industry, Jellyfish Junction more recently rebranded itself as an eccentric, artsy neighbourhood with scenic harbour views. Crystal Valley has been transformed from a gold mining community into a more subdued spot home? Am I just misreading that, or is my brain just scrambling it for me and it doesn't make sense to me? Anyway, to a large feathered creature and the fabled electric lagoon. Oh, so we have some lore going on. Wanderwood Wilds is a secluded woodsy neighbourhood where you can find Hothead Rock Geyser. The locals say it's a real blast. A peculiar climate, Gibby Point's weather sees all seasons, even snow. However, its many underground hot springs keep the waters tepid and inviting, allowing for swimming and activities year round. Okay, so because I am actually in game, I'm currently in the save that has the Forever Friends, or what we're using for the Forever Friends event. So new pack onboarding available. We're not taking a look at gameplay right now, so not right now, thank you. No. Thank you. I'd rather not right now. Okay, so the new world is small. It's very small, but we do obviously here have Jellyfish Junction that we obviously heard about beforehand. But it does say, visit with Toshi, our storyteller, to learn more about Gibby Point adventure quests. Check out Fletcher's Point and the Lonely Lighthouse, a previous Plumbird hotspot named for arrow fletching. From Underlight Bay to the This or That shop, oh, nicely done. There's something new to discover in Jellyfish Junction. Oh, we have some festivals. Fitness Fest and Glow and Flow Fest. And then over here, obviously, Crystal Valley, again, we heard about before. But it does say, now you can visit and pan for crystals or stop by the Electric Lagoon for a neon jellyfish swim accompanied by a glowworm backdrop. Visitors may want to keep their eyes out for a unique bird too. Check out the Stop and Know Centre to learn more about this area. And festivals here are Sunrise Sunset Festival. Again, a really small area. Okay, I know this is what feels like it's more of like a vacation world, but it's a very small world. And lastly, obviously we do have Wanderwood Wilds. Sims can enjoy the great outdoors near campfires, kayak in the open water, and fish to unwind. Visit the old Firewatch Tower, perhaps to offer your gratitude to one who keeps watch. Be sure to check in with the butterfly conservationist if you're feeling a little fluttery, and festivals here are Round the Fire Festival. I won't lie, this is very disappointing. For an expansion pack, it's very small. But we'll go and visit. We'll just go with Riri for now. I will do a separate series of the gameplay, but let's take a look. Obviously, this area is more like of a park area. Quite a variety of different trees going on. We have like pine trees as well as tropical trees happening. What do we... Oh, is this just this area that I'm looking at? Oh, okay, so this will be the watchtower. And then, oh, this is the house that we saw in the gameplay trailer. This is obviously what they were using when they were showing what activities you could do and obviously different builds that people like can do or have done. Yeah, quite a vast variety of vegetation in the area as well. Oh, and we have the geyser here. And then just obviously properties that you can visit. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, it is obviously focusing on the great outdoors and camp life and going on vacation, but I'm not impressed by it, if I'm completely honest. But let's go and check out a different section of the map. Why don't we come over here to Crystal Valley? So this seems to be more of like town area by the looks of it, with a lot of stage dressing. Oh no, we can visit there. We're not going to. You can come and do archery over here, and we have the new play section. Oh, is this the information center that they were talking about? But you can come over here, and I'm assuming this is another either residential area or... Oh no, this is what was advertised. I don't know if you remember in the gameplay trailer, this is where like their Love Highland was going on. But again, very green, obviously. Yes, I know, the great outdoors. A lot of different vegetation, a lot of different trees. This area seems a bit more inviting. It feels like there's a bit more that you can actually do here. But again, I'm just a little bit more impressed than what I was with the last part of the world. But let's check out the last section of the map, Jellyfish Junction. So just taking a general look at the map, obviously as you can see we have a bit of like a rundown area. This is obviously where the jellyfishing would have happened. We have a little bit of a park area going on and a few more sort of different houses, but to be completely honest, most of this is stage dressing. Obviously you can come over here to the shop, and we also, I assume here, no, this is all stage dressing. That looks like somebody's house. Again, we have a park with some of the new equipment in it, but again, a lot of stage dressing, and it's just I'm not impressed by it. Genuinely am not impressed by it. If I'm completely honest, overall the map, the world itself kind of really lets it down. This isn't what I would expect an expansion pack's world to be like. Again, I know that it's more kind of like a rental, you know, competition area, you know, getaway area, summer camp area, but it's not impressive. It is a letdown. I won't lie, it is a letdown. But on that note, we will head over to build buy mode and see everything that is going on with that. For the buy part of build buy mode, there doesn't seem to be a lot of items, but the items that you get, there's quite a bit of variety of. For instance, you get quite a few different chairs going on over here, as well as sort of surfaces. There are tables, so this is obviously like a dining table, whereas obviously this is a coffee table compared to a park bench, for instance. There isn't much in the way of bathroom. We do have a new hot tub that actually goes into the ground, but we have this bath, this shower, this sink, and that is it. Yes, there is an outside toilet that is available, an outhouse if you like, but there's no normal toilets. And as for kitchen stuff, you can forget about kitchen bits. There's like a mini fridge, which I will show you in a second, but there's nothing else. There's not even a barbecue or a grill, as you might call it. But we do have our sports equipment going on over here. So as you can see, we have our archery, we have the canoes, we have the new diving boards as well. There are obviously areas or mini shops, if you like, that you can get maybe some food from, some supplies from as well. We do have the new playground items, which were a bit awkward at first, to be honest, because you couldn't quite tell which ones were for which without really reading it, which I guess isn't much of a big deal, but it's perfectly fine. And you can find all of these items by themselves, or they do have, like over here, they do kind of have like a pre-made section that you can use as well. But also we have slides now in The Sims 4. I'll be really interested to see how the mechanics of that actually work and whether or not it looks good or not. But we also have like one new swing set as well. And here is our outdoor toilet. We do have a few things that obviously you can decorate outside with, so signposts, entrances, a few odd items that seem to be among it as well. We also have a few new fireplaces, which I do like the look of. They do look good. And we also have a couple of weird, just standalone things. I don't think this is meant to be a light. I think it's just meant to be an ornament of some sorts. And then obviously we have like a few wall decorations going on. We have a new clock, which I quite like the look of this clock. We do have our standalone fridge here. And we do also have our 4 new imaginary friends that I know they're meant to come to life, but the way that they are just kind of sat, I don't know, it's a bit creepy. It's almost, maybe I've played too many horror games. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I've seen too many horror games where what you're supposed to be attacking is just kind of sat and slumped over, waiting for you to walk past and maybe do a jump scare or something. I don't know, they just look a bit creepy sitting like that. And also as well, if you did get the pack, or if you did pre-order the pack or buy the pack before a particular time, which I genuinely cannot remember off the top of my head, I do apologise. You do also get this one. It's like an outside light or lamp, if you like, and you get the toasty tea kettle. They're not that exciting. Like the add-on, the bonus add-on items aren't really like, yes, they make me want to get that pack because I must have a kettle in The Sims 4 when we all know that they will just make cups of coffee or tea and leave it to go rotten. But overall, for the buy part of build buy mode, I'm disappointed. If I'm completely honest, I really am disappointed. I know there is a particular focus to this expansion pack, but even with that, it does feel like it's lacking. I'm really hoping that gameplay will really make up for this, but let's check out the build part of build by mode. So it feels like build mode is kind of the same as buy mode, where there isn't a lot. But we do have some new wallpapers that are happening. We have one that is, as you can see over here, like an actual wallpaper itself. We have a stone one that's going on. We do have different wood paneling as well. We have a variety of different doors, and we do also have a new wood flooring as well going on. We again have a variety of different windows, some obviously a lot smaller, some a lot larger. And again, as you can see, the wood, the paneling that is going on over here. There is a canvas one. I'm assuming you can maybe create your own sort of, I don't know, quote, tents, if you like. And we do also have a new stone flooring as well. Yeah, this is the canvas for the roof. I'm assuming you can kind of, yeah, tents, quotation mark. And obviously roof decorations, we have a couple here. And also, as you can see, we have 2 new columns that are going on over here. Quite simple and to the point. And a new spandrel as well. And coming back across, you can see that we have 2 new fencing and 2 new gates as well. And again, this is another rooftop paint or roof paint, if you like. And we also do have 2 new chimneys to go with it. We also got some new stairs going on over here. Again, the stone and the wood, very contrast to one another, but I like the stone, I won't lie. And obviously we do have some new foundations, so we have stilts, the wood slatting, if you like, and again the stone. I like the stone and I don't mind the wood. I can see me using the stone a lot. And as for plants, we have these, which are actually more for moths and butterflies. It's almost like you're able to home them here by the looks of things. Yeah, so you can rehome them, you can release them, and you can watch them. So I'm assuming maybe it's some that you collect and can put here, or maybe some that just turn up. I'm not entirely sure, but we will look at this and every other aspect of it through our gameplay series, which I will start as soon as I can. Once I've unraveled myself from all the boxes, I will start it as soon as I can. But that is where I'm going to leave it for now. So, I want to be honest about it. And I was quite excited for this. I haven't seen anybody else with, you know, obviously those that are in the EA Creator Network. I haven't seen sort of their early access to it. So I had no idea what like the cast was going to be like, what build buy was going to be like, what the world even looked like. Apart from the only impressions that I had was from the gameplay trailer and the official release trailer. And I was a bit excited about it. You know, I like the idea of adding these sorts of things, especially for kids. Kids don't have a lot in The Sims 4, let's face it. It is more focused around adults. And I was kind of hoping that it would be, apart from very kid focused, and a lot more for the kids that they can do. I'm not impressed by it. I really am not. I want to be honest, I'm not impressed. This isn't an expansion pack's worth of stuff. This, to me, is more of like a game pack's worth of stuff. You know, there's enough to kind of tie you over, but it's not enough, in my opinion, for an expansion pack. You know, the items in Cass, I like these items. I like what Ree is wearing right now, but it's... especially the children, you know, for something that is so focused on the children, there wasn't as much as what I thought there was going to be. I thought that they would have more. Obviously, females tend to get a lot more than males, but at least the males, they are, or they do seem to be, especially over the last couple of expansion packs, they do seem to be kind of creating a lot more items that are just for males, which is nice to see. You know, you can wear whatever you want, but males have always been lacking in The Sims 4, so it's nice that they've taken that on and that they are making a bit of a change. I didn't even check for infants because I don't expect them to have a lot, if I'm completely honest. As for the world, I expected more. It's very small. There's a lot of stage dressing. It's not an expansion pack's worth of a world, if that makes sense. I'm not impressed by it, if I'm honest. I know it's meant to be like vacations and things like that, you know, going to Camp Gibby Gibby and, you know, participating in competitions and things like that. It's just lacking. They were like, okay, we just need places for your Sims to go, as in like the camp and things like that, you know, a getaway that your sim can go to, rather than really kind of focusing on the world. At least that is kind of how I feel about it. With build buy mode, yeah, you had enough, but there wasn't enough. Again, they're just, this overall pack so far, obviously not taking gameplay into account, and I'm really hoping the gameplay will come through strong here, but it's just lacking. Yes, you had different items that you could use. You know, there were a few beds, there's new bunk beds, there's new double beds, there's a few new chairs, there's a bathtub, which actually I quite like the bathtub. I'm not dissing on the bathtub, but there was no toilet. And I know the idea of it, again, is being outside in the wilderness and going off to camp and going on vacation, but you kind of need a toilet. I know that seems like a really sort of weird thing to focus on. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent about toilets. I don't mean to. For the build part of it, there was only a few wallpapers, there was only a few flooring options. It's like they literally thought about that at the last second. It was like, oh my gosh, we haven't done this, just chuck something in. That's kind of how it feels with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the effects that we've got, the wallpaper effects that we've got, and the flooring effects that we've got, and I can see myself using them, but that's it. So overall, I genuinely feel like this pack is lacking. That's well, not all I can say about it, but that's the main thing that I can say about it. It feels like it's lacking, and it feels like it's definitely not an expansion pack's worth of stuff. And I am just hoping that the gameplay is really going to pull through on this, because I'm not impressed by everything else. I'm just hoping that the gameplay is going to make up for the rest of it, please. But anyway, if you have enjoyed this review, please don't forget, you can show that like button and that subscribe button some love. And why don't you give that notification bell a little tickle too? And I will see you all in the next one.